Good Shabbos, everyone. So
Shabbat
nice.
shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Hi, everyone. It's good to see you. We're going to begin soon, but if you're new to Zoom, we recommend you move to gallery view on the top right. You're muted, as many of you know, because we can't have more than one speaker at once. And you'll notice at the bottom of the screen, the chat room, which we use at different times during the service, but it's not open right now. We'll use that a little later. We're going to start in a couple minutes, just allow people to get in the room. But you can begin to orient yourself in our virtual space here. Raise your hand if you got outside today. It turned into a nice day. Finally, it's May. I'm going to scan through a little bit. It's nice to see everyone. If you're able, you can turn on your cameras. As well. Great. I always look forward to this time of the week, but I've always looked forward to this time of the week, but especially now. So Cantor Zell will wait for one more minute.
Absolutely.
Notice I am in our sanctuary where I have found the internet to be better than in my home. I'm just hoping that no one knocks on the doors while I'm leading services. All right, it's 6:02.
Let's do it.
Hello.
Take it away, Noah.
everyone. It is great to see all of you. I hope you have the opportunity to place your screen in gallery view and be able to see everyone on this call. I always look forward to this time of the week, especially these days. It has required a technological achievement. And so I just want to recognize Emily and Max, who are behind the logo. Maybe will you reveal yourself? Hey, Emily, Max, you back there? Someone, hey, there's Max. Thank you very much for all of your support in making this possible. Maybe we can all wave to each other now and wish each other Shabbat Shalom, since this is a visual medium, Zoom at its best. But I just want to say Shabbat Shalom to everyone. I also want to welcome Noah. Noah, it is good to see you. I'm really glad you could be with us. As you know, tonight we recognize Jodi's retirement. And Noah has been such an important part of our synagogue, having composed some of the most beautiful music with Jodi. And so I'm so glad you could be here. I know that the commute must have been difficult, because here he is, straight from Brooklyn. Really good to see you. Before we begin, I just want to thank our celebration, Jodi Celebration co-chairs, because I know that they worked really hard in preparation for this weekend, the weekend in which we were to gather in our sanctuary to celebrate our cantor. And we cannot this evening, but we will, hopefully someday soon. But I want to thank Ronnie Kotler and Wayne Diamond, Amy and Jonathan Fleming, Lori and Henry Kay, Gloria Rose, Alexandra and Jodi Symes, and Harriet and Mel Warshaw, and an amazing committee. Hopefully before too long, we'll return to the sanctuary and celebrate Jodi together. But tonight, I do want to make sure we acknowledge our cantor Sufrin's retirement. For that is what Jewish ritual does so well. It recognizes life's passages and helps us to sanctify the gift of time. And so tonight we'll have our Shabbat service as we've done each week throughout this pandemic. And then instead of the sermon, we're going to recognize Jodi together and bless her as she transitions to our Cantor Emerita. But before we begin our service, I just want to share a quote from Maya Angelou that I read this morning. She said, "I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." And Jodi, for 37 years, has made us feel special, feel that and know that we're created in the image of God, feel in the words of our Torah portion that we're holy, kadosh, and we should strive towards holiness. Jodi, by all that you do and all that you are, we are so thankful for you've enabled us to feel the joy of Judaism, feel the joy of love and giving, and on days like this, the deep joy of Shabbat. And so I'm going to ask you, and you I see now are joined by Jessica and Poppy, light our candles for us.
Yes, we would be delighted. This may not work and we may have to take Poppy out of the picture, but we'll give it a try. Oh, well. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu להדליק נר של שבת. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. And so we continue with our liturgy with the words of Shalom Aleichem. And we begin with the word of Shalom. Well, Shalom is hello and goodbye and peace. And so with this Shalom, we say goodbye to the challenges of the week. And we say hello again to the goodness we want to bring into Shabbat. And so we say hello to God's angels with Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleinu, Shalom upon us. Shalom Aleichem, Shalom upon you.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharit, Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Boachem. Boachem leshalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon. Melech malachei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni leshalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon. Melech malachei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem leshalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon. Melech malachei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
We find our breath and we bring in Shalom with the words of Shema.
Yisrael, Adonai, Eloheinu, Adonai, Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Ba'ed.
And so now we turn, as we've done each week throughout the pandemic, to think of those who are suffering and also those who are on the front lines, caring for those who are ill, with a blessing that if we can read together, even if you're at home, know that we hear one another as we recite this prayer. We are frightened, God, worried for our loved ones, worried for our world. Helpless and confused, we turn to you, seeking comfort, faith, and hope. Teach us, God, to turn our panic into patience and our fear into acts of kindness and support. Our strong must watch out for our weak. Our young must take care of our old. Help each one of us to do our part to halt the spread of this virus. Send strength and courage to the doctors and nurses in the front lines of this battle. Fortify them with the full force of their healing powers. Send wisdom and insight to the scientists working day and night across the world to discover healing treatments. Bless their efforts, God. Fill our leaders with the wisdom and the courage to choose wisely and act quickly. Help us, God, to see that we are one world, one people who will rise above this pandemic together. Send us health, God. Watch over us. Grace us with your love. Bless us with your healing light. Hear us, God. Heal us, God. Amen.
Amen. This is the first Shabbat that I got to join you on this Zoom call. I'm so honored to be here with each and every one of you and to see all your faces. It's just filling up my room with so much love and light right now. So I can also see your mouths moving when you're singing. So I'm going to check and see if you're singing along with us now. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let's try it together. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Hashkiveinu Adonai Eloheinu. Hashkiveinu Leshalom. V'ha'amidenu Shomreinu lechaim. Ufros aleinu Sukat shlomecha. Hashkiveinu Adonai Eloheinu. Hashkiveinu Leshalom. Understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storm. Ay na na ay
I invite you to plant your feet firmly on the floor, to find yourselves in this space as we ask God to open up our lips, our mouths, that our mouths may declare God's praise. So let's rise either in stature or in spirit.
Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagid hilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Yanalai lai lai, 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 yanalai lai lai.
Let us continue a moment in private meditation or prayer. let's continue with Shalom.
Shalom Rov al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rov al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki ata hu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov b'yinecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam.
Thank you, Cantor. Did you do both verses? Oh, good. I guess I just want to hear you keep singing.
You know,
Here.
I feel as nervous as I think I felt 37 years ago. It's kind of silly.
It sounded so beautiful. I just want to acknowledge all the people who join us for Shabbat. Each week, it grows and grows and grows. But this week, I do want to acknowledge I was flipping through the screens and I see people joining us from near and far, children of members, parents of members, and I saw Cantor Jeff Klepper here and he composed that melody. So I thank him for composing that piece that Jodi has been singing at Temple Beth Elohim for so many years and truly bringing that sense of peace to all of us. So with that, now let's begin to think about those in need of healing, of body, of mind, of soul, and prepare ourselves for the Mishaberach. And it's become our custom while we're on Zoom to go to the bottom of the screen if you're thinking of a person in need of healing, and we've opened up the chat. And if you'll type in the names of those individuals that you're thinking of this time, and just amidst the silence, we'll watch these names appear before us. And each week, as you well know, we pause for our Shehechianu moments, God-given moments. I do want to say to Jodi, who's been singing and I've been scanning, we've been so protective about Zoom bombing, people kind of making their way onto the screen. But we're lucky that our Zoom bombers this week are some of your colleagues. So I want to acknowledge them who found their way to the Zoom link of TBE this evening. We're glad you're with us. I want everyone, since we can't do this verbally, each week we're using our hands and then our chest taps to acknowledge those God-given times. First of all, we're going to acknowledge birthdays, but before we do, I know that Stacy Berkson, her grandfather, Nathan Price, who sometimes joins us, turns 105 this week. So Nathan, if you'll just raise your hand, I don't know amidst the over 500 cells we're going to see you, but happy birthday, 105 years old. And when I say until 120 like Moses, in this case, I really mean it, to 120. If you'll raise your hand if you've had a birthday this week, we want to acknowledge you. Let's see, as we scan through, happy birthday to all of you. How about an anniversary, if you've shared an anniversary this week? How about an anniversary of healing or a moment of healing? You're finally feeling better. We acknowledge those moments. We have so many sacred moments to share. So I just want you to reflect at home, if you've shared a sacred moment this week, to acknowledge that to yourself. And then, since we have Noah with us, and he's composed so much of our music, I've asked him to change it for us this week and allow us to listen to his composition of Shehechianu that we've shared in the past, but we have it on Zoom. And listen and give thanks for the sacred times we've shared during this past week.
My heart is pumping here. It really is amazing how effective this is. I was so dubious at first about the efficacy of being able to join together like this, but I really feel everybody's presence here this evening, and I'm just so grateful to be here and to hear Jodi's voice. I feel it throughout my whole body. It's really a beautiful thing. So thank you again for letting me be part of it. This is my Shehechianu moment for the week right here. We thank you, Adonai, for giving us life. We thank you, Eloheinu, for sustaining us and enabling us to reach this day. We thank you, Adonai. Shehechianu, v'kiyemanu, v'higianu, lazman hazeh. Shehechianu, v'kiyemanu, v'higianu, lazman hazeh. Baruch ata Adonai, Eloheinu, melech haolam. Shehechianu, v'kiyemanu, v'higianu, lazman hazeh. Shehechianu, v'kiyemanu, v'higianu, lazman hazeh. Shehechianu, v'kiyemanu, v'higianu, lazman hazeh. Shehechianu, v'kiyemanu, v'higianu, lazman hazeh.
Thank you, Noah. And so each week we have dedicated this moment for a teaching or a sermon or a sermon and song as we had last week. But tonight we acknowledge Jodi on her retirement. And I just want to say to Jodi, I know you're not going anywhere. In fact, these days, I know you're not allowed to go anywhere. But I just want you to know that we're going to miss you. And I want to say I'm going to miss you as a clergy partner because we've shared a lot of life together, celebrating with the members of our community right here on Zoom, at weddings and at barn bat mitzvahs and at baby namings and brisses, and at sad moments too. Sometimes, I always remember we'd walk out of an ICU or children's hospital, some of the most difficult moments that I've ever experienced, and just we'd give each other a hug. And sometimes I can't imagine serving this congregation without you. And so as a rabbi, I wanted to turn to the words of King Solomon, our wisdom literature as we know it. But my heart kept going instead to the birds, not the birds outside, as you know, but the birds that you know. And I would hear your voice, to everything, turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, 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 and a time for every purpose under heaven. So what can I say? We're going to miss you. Of course we are. Or that we're grateful for you. Of course we are. And we've planned a big day for you in September. And so tonight, what do? I just want to ask God to bless you in the presence of our community, to bless you with health and long years. I want to ask God to give you lots of time for family and friends. I want to ask God to give you more moments to explore new worlds of thought and feeling, and to rediscover old passions and interests that you just haven't had time for. I want God to bless you with a spaciousness to study and savor the beauties of nature and art, things that I know you love. And I hope that God grants you the time to find new meaning in the book of life. And I want you to know that our community loves you, and that we pray that all of that wisdom that you possess only deepens through the years, and then that you continue to share it with us, your community, for many, many years to come. And so we are so grateful for you. And so we were to show a video on this evening, compiled with the voices of many in our community. We are going to save that for September, but we have a shortened version to release this evening if our technology allows. And so Rabbi Sherman, can we share this abbreviated version of what we'll see?
When I think of Jodi, the word I think of is caring.
Compassionate. Calming.
Calm and kind and present.
Welcoming.
Comforting. If I could describe Jodi in one word, it would be authentic.
I'd need to use two words: North Star.
Huge impact.
Great sense of humor.
There's so many words to describe her.
For me, it's not a word. For me, it's the smile that she gives you that makes you feel like the only person in the room.
Love.
Pure joy. She is beautiful inside and out.
Friend.
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 Family.
A wonderful mother. A great wife.
Incredible ambassador for Judaism.
A marvelously spiritual person, so much so that she radiates it.
She radiates light.
Wonderful aura.
True and complete grace.
Soulful.
Her soul is so kind. Her heart is so full and open, and her voice is crystal clear.
She brings harmony to the universe.
She's heavenly. She's just a special person from heaven.
Angelic.
The angel of Wellesley.
The voice of an angel.
Beautiful voice.
A great musician and a great musical director, conductor. She's a great teacher.
mentor,
Exceptional.
an incredible partner.
If I could describe Jodi in one word, it would be exquisite. That is one of Jodi's favorite words, and she uses it to always describe things that are super out of the ordinary, things that are exceptional, and she is.
So if you notice on Zoom that when we show a video, it's being blocked by some of the squares, you are able to move those squares around. But I just want to thank those who prepared the video. We're going to open up the chat room. And if you can share, I know it's hard, one word about Jodi that describes Jodi, and then we're going to ask her to share a few more words. So let's just let Jodi take in our words. Jodi, we'll print these out for you.
Oh, thank you. They're going by very quickly. Wow.
But I can make out the beauty of them. Amazing. There are a lot of people on this call, Jodi.
I can see. I have to say that I didn't quite expect to be so overwhelmed tonight. I've been thinking towards September and underplaying tonight in my mind, but this is in the most extraordinary way overwhelming.
Are you comfortable to share a few words at this time?
I am, yes. I'm gonna, okay. So, to my dear community, as we bookend this year of celebrating beloved Jodi, a phrase that Roy can't just hear enough of, I'm relieved that I was able to share my life story for an entire hour on Yom Kippur afternoon. It makes it possible for me to be more concise in my remarks this evening when so many of us are experiencing Zoom overload. So rather than beloved Jodi, I'm going to turn this around and I'm going to focus on beloved TBE. I often hear that there's no other congregation like Temple Beth Elohim. David Rokoff described the special sauce that we have. And I know that I don't get to visit too many other congregations, but nonetheless, I know this to be true. There is a unique warmth here. There is an appreciation for the power of connection, the sanctity of ritual and study. There is grassroots goodness and an innate desire to fulfill mitzvot, to pursue social justice. I don't exaggerate when I say that our leadership, and this includes all my dear colleagues, our professional staff, and our lay leadership, our leadership is brilliant. And it's never been more apparent to me than it has in the last month as we have built our virtual community. I want to express what feels almost inexpressible. My heartfelt love and great respect for you, my community. I cherish the nurturing that has made it possible for me to grow with you. A lot of luck landed me here 37 years ago, coming to a relatively quiet suburban congregation. As TBE has grown exponentially, I think that the same is true for me. And it's not conceit. It's just a sense that I have been so blessed to revel in a career that has spanned almost 4 decades. With that longevity, I shared in more than a handful of multi-generational touch points, some of which I saw in that beautiful video. Coming to TBE at age 28, I discovered pretty early on that my cantorate would be more than chanting liturgical music. I have loved the many colors of my cantorate. Of course, I love leading services, Shabbat, High Holy Days, all the holidays throughout the year, teaching, working with dear colleagues, our choir, our musicians. I've loved the creativity, the fun of dreaming up programs, everything from Jewish Broadway to Jews Who Rock. We've drawn beauty from cantorial concerts, bringing in composers like Ben Steinberg and Noah Aronson. But without a doubt, the most precious aspect of my cantorate is the meaning-filled connections that have been forged or strengthened as I've shared in moments of great joy and profound sorrow. It's been a privilege to share in these pivotal moments in your lives, to walk with you. And it's a two-way street. You have shared in those moments in my life as well. So all this is what is sacred in my life. Tonight, I just want to thank all of you. I want to thank those who put in countless hours to celebrate me. And I do look forward to September. And in the meantime, I'm excited to have time with my family. But I want you, my congregation, to know that you are, in the finest sense, my extended family. And so I guess that makes TBE my new vacation home. So I thank you for this beautiful tribute. I'm overwhelmed.
Thank you, Jodi. Thank you. So as you know, our clergy team, and I include Noah in our clergy team, there's a deep friendship. And normally we would just want to hug you and invite the congregation to hug you. And we can't do that through Zoom, but we thought we'd do something else. Rabbi Saphire is going to model, while we bless you, the sign language signs that represent the threefold benediction of the Torah, the priestly benediction. And so I've asked Noah and Shanna Zell to sing this blessing that's composed by Jodi and Noah for our temple and radiates throughout the world now. And while they sing this blessing, and I've invited Rabbi Sherman and Rabbi Saphire to join me in providing the English, if we as an entire community can bless Jodi through sign, so that visually we create this sense of blessing together. And so I invite you, if you're not, to put yourself on gallery view. I hope you'll be able to see the clergy and many members of our synagogue bless Jodi together. Noah.
Yevarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and keep you.
Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
May God shine down upon you and be gracious to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha ve'yasem lecha
lift God's face to you, granting you God's sense of shalom, of wholeness, of peace.
Shalom.
Well, Jodi, we've never done that before, but that was absolutely beautiful. I want to thank our entire community for joining in that blessing. What comforts me the most is knowing that you're not going anywhere, Jodi. I hope you're out of your house soon and freely visiting places. But the best part is knowing that you'll remain a member of our community and be a presence among us. And so knowing that we've had fun and we both love Broadway and Rabbi Sherman, can we roll the next video?
Yeah.
You say we can no longer gather to celebrate Jodi's big day. We cry. We were so looking forward to being able to say goodbye. We are sad. Remember we made an arrangement and planned a big day. Now I'm quite mad because of Corona and Governor Baker's ban.
But she'll be back, soon you'll see, 37 years of TV. She'll be back, time will tell, after all these years of serving well. We might cry, tears might fall, but we've seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, we have lots and lots of cherished memories to remind us of her love. Da 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 da, da 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 da, la 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 la, la 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 la.
You say your love is gaining and you can't go on. Then after the pandemic, she'll be gone. So won't you please remember that you're her favorite member. And one night this September, an evening to remember. Ever and ever and ever.
She'll be back, soon you'll see, 37 years of TV.
She'll be back, time will tell, after all these years of serving well.
We might cry, tears might fall, but we've seen each other through it all.
And when push comes to shove, she will still be living here in Boston to remind us of her love.
Da 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 da, ya da 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 da, ya da 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 da, ya da 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 da, ya da 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 da, ya da la 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 la, ya da 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 da, ya da 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 da, ya da 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 da, ya da 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 da, ya da 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 da, ya da
Oh boy. Can I just say, I love you all. Today I had the thrill of a drive-by and it was pretty special, but not only do I love you, I'm just overwhelmed by your staggering talent. That was great.
We had fun. So tremendous gratitude to you for all you've done for our community. We give a big chest tap from all of us at Temple Beth Elohim. A deep sense of gratitude pervades our community. Something you've taught us to be grateful for life, to be grateful for each other, to be grateful for the blessings that we share. And so I'm now going to return to our liturgy, thinking of gratitude. But in this case, thinking of the people who shaped us, who are no longer physically present, as we turn to Mourner's Kaddish. And I just want to invite people, before we conclude our service, to type in the names in the chat room of people they're remembering. And as we do each week, I do want to take time to acknowledge those members and relatives of our members who have passed away in the past 30 days. Arthur Allentuck, Alfred Brenner, Murtis Feynman, Harold Garber, Shirley Glazier, Ruth Golub, Rita Kaplan, Adam May, David Pesselman, Bud Rose, Gladys Sklar, Midge Spear, Sherman Starr, Alan Wallman, and we remember Robert Gould, who passed away on this day. We also remember those who passed away at the season in years past, and I've been asked to announce Francis Klatskin, Peter Lazar, and Ethel Olsberg. And I invite anyone else to please type in the names of the people they're remembering. And if the mourners in our midst would actually rise, if you're able, so that we can acknowledge you as a mourner on this day. And seeing you, we'll place the words now of Mourner's Kaddish. And if you'll join with me with these words, Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabba, v'yalmad yivrach ruteh v'yamlich malchuteh, v'chayachon v'yomechon v'chayed chol Beit Yisrael, v'agalau v'zman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabba mavarach le'olam olamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei d'kudashah b'richu, le'elam min kol berchata v'shirata, tush b'chata v'nechamata, ta'miran v'yalma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama Rabba min shamaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen.
Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael.
So before we count the Omer and have Jodi lead us in Kiddush, I hope, and say Motzi and greet each other, and then I feel like we should do a Yai Dai Dai because now I have that melody like wormed into my brain. Rabbi Saphire, announcements?
Yes. So tomorrow on Shabbat at 1 o'clock, we have a very special opportunity to gather with our rabbinic colleagues from Ohel Abraham in Haifa and Rabbi Sisenwine to celebrate Yom HaAtzmaut. We'll linger on that a little longer. We will also conclude Shabbat together at 6:30 in Rabbi Sherman's home, not all together, but on Zoom, as his family leads us in Havdalah. We hope that you will join us. On Monday, our Community Connections team will be planning a virtual tea to invite all of us in the community who have loved ones in congregate housing to gather together with a few social workers and share and learn at this time. A few wonderful opportunities and offerings from our TBE Tikkun Olam team that you should have received in Monday's mitzvah moments. Our Syrian refugee, Abdul Kader, who we have resettled, has been making masks to help save lives in our community, and he invites you to purchase them, which will benefit the Syrian refugee community as well. We are also hoping that you will submit, each and every one of you, a Shabbat Shalom message as we are putting together a montage. You'll see information in the e-blast as well. Susan Karen is helping to deliver bagels for Mother's Day, and our TBE volunteers will be helping to bring those to your home. And finally, we are hoping to honor the first responders in our community by delivering a meal to them. And a sign-up sheet is on the e-blast if you could either offer and nominate a loved one that you know who's a first responder, or let us know how we can reach you.
If I can just add, tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, we'll have Torah study, but right at 10 o'clock, Cantor Sufrin will lead us in some morning blessings to center our day.
Thank you, Rabbi. And once again, if you're in need of help or support, we hope you'll contact our synagogue. Our community is here for you. Our clergy are here for you. Let us now conclude. Cantor Sufrin, will you lead us in Kiddush?
Rabbi, can we count the Omer first?
Oh, please.
Yes.
Thank you.
And Cantor Zell has been enjoying chanting the blessing with us, so why don't you lead us on
My
that?
favorite bracha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sefirat ha'omer.
Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to count the Omer. And we have been counting from Passover to Shavuot. At this time when it is hard to tell what day is what, we count the days to remind ourselves that each day is an opportunity for blessing and purpose and meaning. So today, Hayom Shlosha ve'esrim yom shehem shlosha shavuot u'shnei yamim la'omer. Today is 23 days, which is 3 weeks and 2 days of the Omer.
Let's make Kiddush. If you have wine at home, some people started drinking 45 minutes ago.
Rules of the road from quarantine. We join together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho b'ahava u'ratzon hinchilanu, zikaron ma'aseh v'reshit, ki hu yom techila l'mikraye kodesh, zecher tziat Mitzrayim. Kivanu v'chata v'yotanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kodshecha v'ahava u'v'ratzon hinchatanu baruch atah Adonai Mekadish HaShabbat. Amen.
L'chaim.
L'chaim.
And Motzi, if you can take hold of your challah. Did you bake a challah today, Jodi?
I did. And Jessica and Poppy are going to help.
I should say to people, Jodi will be joining us at services during the next month. She's still with us, but her retirement is soon approaching as I'm in the building and I'm starting to see some of the boxes.
Yes.
But you'll see her here next Friday.
How does one clear out 37 years of collecting? That's the big challenge now. But I will be, as Joel has said, you will be my community. Here we go. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz v'te'avon. Okay,
thank you, everyone, for joining us. Thank you to the committee that worked hard in preparation for this weekend. We will gather in the fall, God willing. And once again, thank you to Jodi. let us open up the box and wish each other Shabbat Shalom, and hopefully we'll see you soon.
What's up, Jodi?
Shalom.
Says it's down at 284.
Celebrating with us. We miss you. Shabbat shalom. Look wonderful. That suits you well.
Shabbos.
Everybody.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Hi, Johnny. Shalom, baby puppy. Shalom.
Yeah, I got it.
Eva.
Kids.
Oh, I love you.
Oh, Rabbi.
I'm Laura. I'm having a good night. Mom, Jacob. Your son? Mom, Shabbos, Elizabeth, and Shabbos, Janet. Happy birthday, Janet.
Shabbos, Emma.
There's only 165 people.
Jodi. Emma. Happy birthday. Shabbos.
We see you. Beautiful grandbaby. Is that the picture? Okay, I'm glad you joined us. How they're gonna speak to you tomorrow. Love you, honey. Bye-bye.
Tony.
Hey, bud. Hi, see you all. How are you, Jodi?
Why do you say leave?
Jodi, Joel. Jodi.
Yeah, but usually it's have to leave later.
Shalom. Shabbos, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Shabbat shalom.
Other than the fact that I had an
Bonnie.
We can find Elsie.
Only 80 people.
We love you, Jodi.
Jodi. Look at Jodi's
Shabbat shalom.
But she's not supposed to
Jodi. Jodi.
Hi, Eva.
Of her family.
Shalom, Bloom family.
I know.
Hi, Daniel. Hi, Robin. I see you now. Family. Shabbat shalom. And the Rosenberg there.
Bobby. That's so different.
Shabbos.
Shabbat shalom, Jodi. We love you.
Shabbat shalom, Jodi. Shalom. Beautiful picture of you and your grandchild, Jodi. Shabbat shalom, Ellen. I see you there. Shalom, friends.
Yes, the first wife wasn't. Yeah. Her dad was an asshole, but
Uncle Harold and Aunt Helen, if you're there.
Shabbat shalom. No, because she's getting
I'm no girl.
she's like, first, I'll go. I mean, I do love her.
Earlier on, this
Just for medical stuff too.
Shalom.
I think you understand.
Jodi, you look so happy, Jodi. You
we're
look so happy, Jodi.
Hi, Bonnie.
Girl stretching. Stretch, Eva, stretch.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Shabbat shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom, Jodi.
What a treat to see all your faces.
Can't wait to see you again, Jodi.
Oh.
Beautiful view, Jodi, with the baby.
And you too, Elizabeth. My goodness.
She's
From a
big
few
now.
weeks ago in my office.
Shabbat shalom, bud.
Jodi, what is your granddaughter's name?
Shabbat shalom, bud.
Thanks, Jodi.
Poppy.
Thanks.
Wow, I don't know.
Poppy Dylan Samuel.
See you, bud.
Thanks, Julie.
Hi, Amy.
Thanks,
Hello.
thanks, Julie. Thanks, Julie.
You're welcome. Amy. He doesn't know who it is. It's
Just
Amy.
the way you can, communicate. You stay in
Jodi.
Shabbat shalom, Julie.
Shabbat shalom.
Hey, Violet. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
the picture of joy.
We might be going too.